All right. Hello, hello. Welcome again to part two of tonight's Mage the Ascension with the Blades of Lodisia. Shameless plug in there. Um. Okay. So last we left off was we had Tressa. Oh God. We had Tressa and Henry's somewhat au- sensual and yet awkward awakening. Um. What happened? Okay. So everyone kind of wakes up. Actually, who woke up in a stupor? I think it was
Anthony.
yeah, Anthony, you, and Uvo were kind of awake, but
Well, Uvo didn't go to sleep, I
yeah,
don't
Uvo
think.
didn't go back to sleep. But yeah, Jeff, do you wish to have your own awakening, or
Nah, go ahead.
oh really? You sure? You should do it, man. I think it'll be all right.
Can't think of nothing.
Okay, okay. So as we last spoke earlier today, I'm gonna take that angle. So you, you're asleep, and the last words you spoke, they ring and hold have a tinge of more than what was said in the statement kind of deal. And you don't have a odd dream like Anthony or um or
Joe.
Joe, and you don't find the energy swirling around you like uh God damn it, what Uvo. Neither does your heart awaken with music like Tressa and Henry, but instead you are tossing and turning through different images in your head as though you were looking through a file. And out of anybody else, you actually regain memory of past times. And out of all the memories you could have fucking remembered at this very moment, you feel as though this is not a dream, but rather a nightmare of sorts. You are running around. I mean, no, you're breathing heavily, looking down from a first person view onto the body of a small child, no older than possibly 11, 12. He is bloody, dead. He has gunshot wounds all over him. And you feel as though you're asking for help and no one's coming around, no one's stopping. The people around you who called you friend don't stop to. They all move away because not only are you here holding the body of a dead child, but sadly to most, these this color you wear, this blue, this badge which gives you the power of the law, pushes them at bay. No one wishes to tell anyone what had happened, what had transpired, but you know what had happened. No one helps you. No one stops, and you're stuck with two options: to leave the body of this boy, which even though if you know you call the ambulance, it'll be some time for them to get here, or you can chase after the perpetrators. And though in your heart you feel as though it was the right thing to do, when you wake up, you turn to the side and you look with eyes wide open. How do you feel? And yes, I purposely didn't tell you what you did.
Um, he looks around, sweating, um, and he looks at his hands, Um, he looks around. He even he even moves the this jacket away from him that was sitting, laying next to him that he put down, and just to see if something was under there. He looks around the dark room and he breathes heavy and sighs and puts both of his hands on his face. Um, what what was that now? And he sits there pondering what happened, going through whatever he just saw over and over again.
Okay. And you try to come to an ending. You try to come to some kind of conclusion, but you don't. You instead wake up rested, but your mind racing through possibilities. You see the sunlight
Hmm.
breaking through your window. The blinds are kind of ajar a bit, so it's that kind of look where it's a dark room and just a sun rays breaking through over you. What do you proceed to do? We're gonna take it from here on the day. What do you proceed to do?
He wakes up and looking around. He kind of feels himself shaking, but he holds his arm to stop it from shaking. And he proceeds to stand up. He goes to the bathroom and throws some water on his face and tries to wipe his face as he looks in the mirror. The mirror showing his reflection of confused bewilderment and doubt. Uh, he starts to sit there and just stare in the mirror at himself. Um, he doesn't know what's going on, and then he kind of mutters under himself, "It's a weird, weird dream. Did I do what I think I did? Uh, no, no. This is a vacation, right?" He just continues to talk to himself.
Okay. Roll me a d10, everybody. We're gonna see what's happening in the neck of the woods. Lowest goes first.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Oh, wow. Hold on to that roll. So KT.
Holy crap! Look, we tied again.
Oh boy. And Uvo. All right. So KT and Kirk. I mean KT. I mean
Big
then
Mac.
Uvo. Then
We don't know yet.
Holy crap!
well, it was destined. You guys are Shadow the Hedgehog and motherfucking Sonic.
Stop copies me. Stop copies me. Okay.
All right,
All right.
yeah,
All right.
Three fucking ties.
beautiful.
My, try to come in.
511. I think that was
Yeah,
the AC turn off.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, what part takes? Paul is like entertain me. Paul, you need to go. You need to go. Peddle our awesome streaming to everyone else right now. Tell them to come watch us.
Wait, did he say be Sonic?
Yeah. Oh God, shut up. um. Okay. All right. All right. So okay. We start. Shut up, everybody. Goddamn. What's happening? Uh. What do you do actually? Who was the first one? KT. Um.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just gonna go to Uvo. Uvo, what do you do?
Big Mac.
Sorry, what happened with my last meditation?
Uh, you managed to get back in, but you got one success, and you managed to see the colors again. But it was starting to become like 7 in the morning, and people are stirring. Your body is tired, but not to the point, because you still got one success. But not correct. I can hear whatever you're watching.
I'm not watching anything.
Somebody's watching something. I can hear it. Yeah.
So what else do I see?
Uh you see the same streams come back. Oh God. Okay.
This time then I try to hmm. I sit there and the streams come back from the air conditioner the same way.
Yeah.
I This time I go up to a little bit more I don't know, with a little bit more knowledge and I guess I try to manipulate the stream a little bit. I like try pulling on it a little bit.
Okay. And the same thing occurs again where, but instead in large quantities of air and maybe a gust, it just increases.
So you pull so I don't I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I would try to see how it works. I would try to like try to figure it out like pull it, push it, see what I can do with the airstream.
Okay. How long do you do this for?
I don't know, maybe like another hour.
Okay. Are you gonna get any sleep? Because you do take sleep penalties.
What are sleep penalties?
You need some sleep. You haven't slept all night. You've been meditating.
I know. I'm asking what are sleep penalties.
Uh,
I don't know.
Let me
Well,
think.
uh, you know what? Whatever. After playing with it for a while and not being able to get much headway with it, I figure that if I go to sleep now, I'm tired. If I go to sleep now and come back with a refreshed look, that I think it'd be better from a refreshed perspective. You know what I mean?
Okay. Good. All
So
right.
I actually I in the same spot that I was sitting down, sitting on my knees. I just kind of just lay down right there on the floor, and it actually feels kind of comfortable. If that's the only familiar thing I felt so far, it felt like I've always slept on the floor.
Okay. I can dig that.
And I go night night at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. You know you stopped at like 8 a.m. right?
Yeah, 8 o'clock in the morning.
All right. So you sleep throughout the day.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe it falls on you, Joe.
Um,
Well, I sleep till
would I
noon.
be waking up?
I sleep like roughly noon.
Huh?
What time would it be?
Uh, whichever time you want to wake up at.
Uh, I'd say it almost already be morning. So, like I said earlier, I'd feel a clenching, like tenseness, going throughout my body, kind of gripping at my chest, and it makes me kind of like only sit up halfway and
Mhm.
then fall back down. Like it's very jarring, and I have to take deep breaths for a few seconds as I look around my room, like I'm gonna see something that answers that, and I'll push off the covers and go over to the bathroom and splash my face and rub my eyes a bit. And I mean, what would this be doing for me? The dream, I mean.
For you, you would feel as though like you are more attuned to just the uh the quintessence and the magic ley lines. Oh yeah, that's also the main sorry thing about it. You guys are acutely aware that there is a very pungent. Well, that's not really the word. Just like a very light and airy feeling about the area you're in. Like you, and in whichever case you see it and feel it, this is truly a magical place. however you perceive it to be.
All right. Well, I'd I'd be looking in the mirror, and I'd look at myself, and it'd almost be like I was trying to psych myself up or something, and then I take a really deep breath, and that feeling from my dream comes back, and I see the world around me in that, you know, nonstop movement outlines, the shapes turning white, and and then it fades. It like it's like powered off, and I can't hold on to it,
Okay, I like it.
and I'm just left gripping the top of the sink.
Damn. Okay. And as you do, what do you proceed to do like after all that? Like once you wake up in the morning.
Uh, Walk around for a minute inside my own room, kind of just quiet, and then put on my clothes from before
Okay.
and proceed to find something to eat. If there's nothing, I imagine you said there's a kitchen, so there's a refrigerator.
Yeah, there's a refrigerator. It's all empty. It's all everything. I mean, okay, and,
And
and
you
this
know,
and this and
I'll
this
give
brings.
that, of course, look, and I'll step outside.
Okay. And as you do, you come seeing what time you wake up again?
6:37.
Okay. As you do, you see opening the door is Maylin. Um, she's like in the process of unlocking the door. And you open the door and you see her. And she's like looking up at you, and she says in Japanese, "Good morning."
I like awkwardly try to like shove my hair over, and I put on my glasses. Morning.
Mm. And she says, "Where
Like
are you?"
I realized I didn't like make myself. I kind of
Gotcha.
just rushed out.
She says, "Where are you going?"
Uh, Find something to eat.
We're about to open the cafe. If you wish, you come eat there.
Sure, that's convenient.
I'm most coming to tell everyone else that.
Oh, well, all right.
So she
Guess I've got good timing.
she gives you a bright smile, like a bright, just like squinty eyed smile. Um,
I asked her, or I say, I had a experience morning.
really, that sounds something quite exciting. We should talk about it over breakfast, though. Perhaps everyone had a interesting night. And she gives you another bright smile, and she knocks on the door where you're at, Anthony.
Where I'm at?
Yeah, and it's like even though you're in a room kind of far away, it sounds like it's knocking on in your room's door.
Uh, he gets up, pulls the hoodie, and goes over to the door.
Yeah. You put on your hoodie, and when you exit, no, when you're about to open the door to get out of your room, I'm gonna say it's closed. You realizing you open it, you're standing out in the hallway. So you skip over your living room area and the kitchen
Oh,
area.
so straight from bedroom to
Hmm.
hallway.
He just like jumps to it.
Yeah, as he opens the door.
He kind of rubs his head and he's like, "What's in these cigarettes, man?"
She says, "Good morning."
Oh, hey, Tess.
No, I'm Maylin.
Oh, sorry, sorry. Mei Lin.
Hmm.
Huh.
She says, um, "I'm opening the cafe, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be hungry. And I'm pretty sure John wants to speak to you about things. So I figured we might as well have breakfast together.
That sounds good.
Perhaps
Is
we
it
sh-
mor- It's
she,
morning already.
yeah, you barely got any sleep, but such is the life." And she,
So, do these doors do that all the time?
no, I just have a bit of fancy with these doors. Let's just say that.
Okay. Well, just meet you over at the cafe then?
I was actually hoping you would help me wake up the rest of your friends. I'm pretty sure they don't want to be bothered by me so early.
Uh, I think I would disagree with that, but sure, I'll help.
She
I
smiles.
go knocking on Jeffrey Collins' door.
Okay.
Jeffrey wakes up and yeah, I'm coming. And he opens the door, looking very disheveled. His tie is loose with the two just hanging down, and he's like, his shirt a little unbuttoned. He's like, yeah,
He
Hey, it's morning time.
oh,
Lily
it is.
made to come get you for breakfast at the cafe next door. So
Huh.
if you want to clean yourself up or just come as you
He,
are,
he
there's
looks at, he looks down at his shirt. He looks at you. He looks down at his shirt. He grabs his jacket. He closes the door behind him, and he's like, let's go.
alrighty. Let's go get Uvo.
I'm surprised they had a bed and breakfast.
all right. Who do you knock on the door of?
I'm assuming Uvo since it's like right there.
Okay. So you went upstairs. All right. So you're gonna go back downstairs, you two,
Wait.
because he want to go knock on Jeffrey's door,
Uh-huh.
which was the further down door to the right.
Okay.
They went to go knock on his door.
Okay.
So you're knocking on Uvo's door.
Yeah, Uvo's door is like right next to mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said they were gonna go wake up Uvo. So I was like, are you guys going back downstairs or?
I don't know. Why not?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just can't knock the door.
Handling it or not. So
Say what?
I didn't know if Mike was handling it or not.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Mike's gonna be handling Uvo. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What?
No, no, no. Uvo.
Uh, what if I don't want to wake up?
You don't have to.
Cool. It ain't happening. Actually, no, I lied. Why not? I'd wake up. I'd wake up and I'd be what's it, like 8 o'clock, right? I'd just be going to sleep.
This would be like 7 o'clock.
Like 7 o'clock. Oh, I'd still be awake.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Actually, it'll be probably like the last like little thing that brings me out of my trance that makes me decide, okay, I should just probably go to sleep now. As he knocks on the door, I move and I look away toward. I stop sharp and I look at the door, and with a sigh at being disappointed at studying this base thing basically all night, and not being able to figure it out on my own, I kind of walk to the door, and I realize I'm sweating a lot. Like there's like a lot of body heat going on in here. Like there's like the room is hot and sweaty, almost like a sauna, like a steam room. You know what I mean? And then I go and I open the door, and you get a blast of hot, steamy air.
Hey, Uvo. You hungry, dude?
Mm. Sure. Maybe a bite would help me.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah,
You need to take care of that real quick.
kinda, but I don't want to disturb this. So how about this? I'll say, instead I say, never mind. I think I would much do with some rest. I'll be awake in a little bit.
Is that okay with you, Malin?
I could
She shrugs.
for you.
Okay. Well, we'll see you in a little bit, dude.
Okay. And I close the door inside. And you hear and feel a loud thud.
And the
Followed
slight
by
creak of some unfortunate springs.
nah, no springs.
Straight, straight floor.
And you hear loud snoring.
I think he fell right behind the door.
She like looks at you with her mouth open, and then just smiles. Okay, what are you guys gonna do up there?
Um,
Uh,
he he goes, So where is this? You said you said it's in the cafe, correct?
Yeah, let's just go find the girl. I think she's with Anthony.
Hope we're not gonna have some sort of weird shit. You know, some of that crazy stuff that these French folks be eating. You know, like is that frogs' legs?
I don't, I don't think that's breakfast material even here. Just,
Uh,
I just picture a character with these glasses talking
it's
to
like
him about breakfast.
it's a bakery, so maybe you can get a donut.
is
Just
that a cop joke?
maybe you need the paper.
Maybe you need to get somebody to get those eyes checked.
Are
It
you?
seems like they super glued him when you were born. He's like looking at you, like squinting his eyes.
He's kind of like got his hands on his hips, like, how dare you? Like, whatever you say, round eyes. Let's just get some breakfast.
Lead the way.
Okay.
Beautiful girl.
All right, so you go down to the girl, and no knock, no sign comes from her after knocking for a while.
No knock from what?
I mean, no sound. Nobody answers once you knock for a while.
Hey, Tori.
Yeah.
Homer.
God damn it. All right, but yeah, nothing comes from deep inside.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do, guys?
Who were you asking?
Both of you guys want to go knock on Tressa's door, but nothing came. Nobody answered.
No, I didn't.
Where's this
I
little
didn't knock
girl?
on the chest door.
Find the little girl.
Who?
Uh,
Waylon.
Maylin.
Oh, so you actually gonna leave him? All right.
What do you mean?
Holy shit. All right. Okay, so you go back downstairs then. Uh,
I don't understand. What's the problem?
there's no Henry and Tressa are still up there.
I just went and got KT.
Yeah, they're on the same floor.
Who?
Tressa and Henry.
Oh,
Yeah, they're on the same
yeah.
floor as them.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
they were on the top.
No, no, yeah, you guys are on the same floor.
They're both on the second
I
floor.
figured like anyone we didn't get would be gotten by the.
Yeah, that's what I was like, huh? I wonder.
I knock on their door again. I give them that police knock. All
Okay.
right, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you knock on the door. You no call from Henry. I mean no call from Tressa, but you want to go knock on Henry's door, and Tressa opens the door, and she's underneath a large blanket, and Henry's out back, shirtless, building a quite a image, and she says, "Good." With like sleepy eyes and her hair. Oh, not hair. She doesn't have hair right now. Yeah, she's underneath the blanket, like rubbing her nose, and she says, "Oh, good morning, sir."
Hey, I'm sorry I didn't, interrupt anything, but breakfast at the bakery.
Uh,
Take our leave now.
Yeah, the little girl wanted us to come.
oh,
Yeah.
splendid. That sounds marvelous. And she looks back at Henry, and Henry's like, that sounds pretty good, actually. Is it a formal attire, or can I just go like this and just put a
He,
shorts?
he just like looks. He points at his untied tie, like he has both hands up and he's like pointing to himself, and then he just
Well, do
like,
you have anything else?
No. And so he puts on a shirt, like the undershirt underneath his thing, kind of similar to you, KT, but he had a tie and but he has it open and a button, and she's still wearing clothing that she had before underneath it. And as you guys go down the stairs, she's like, I wonder what kind of food they serve here. Hope it's not frog legs. Do you? She looks at Henry. Do you like frog legs? He's like, just fucking disgusting. Do you like frog legs, bro? He's looking at you, Joe.
Why does everyone keep bringing that up? I don't think anybody eats frog legs for breakfast. Don't worry about it.
Oh, good. All right. And so they walk and they meet up with you, Malin. Uh, Anthony and Malin, they meet you downstairs. And they look at you, Henry, and they give you a wry smile.
Hey
There,
guys, what's up?
there's like a weird glow to both of them.
A weird glow.
Hmm.
Hmm. That kind of glow? That we know.
Perhaps not.
Okay. Morning, guys.
It says, good morning, Anthony. No, good morning, Anthony.
Did you sleep well?
I slept marvelously. I stayed with Henry since I couldn't sleep very well. What about you?
And he put you to sleep.
Uh, More like I put him to sleep. And she gives you a wry smile. And Henry starts blushing and he looks to the side. What about you, Jeffrey?
As best as I could.
Where's where's what was his name again? God, his name was so incredibly long. Was who?
Uh, you mean Chubbs? He went back to sleep.
Oh, all right. And Henry cuts in. So what? We're gonna eat or not? And then Maylin's just looking at like the intersection of words, and she's like, "Yeah, come on." So after some time, you guys walk out, and she does the same knock on the door that John did the previous night. You arrive there, and the storefront opens, and she says, "So, what can I make you to eat for breakfast?"
What's on the menu?
I don't know, anything, any confectionery goodies, pancakes, the typical breakfast,
Got any
eggs,
coffee?
She looks at you like with a bit of a amusement, and like you see how her face down here looks like, and your face looks like on your character. That's literally the exchange of faces right then and there. Like, did you just ask me if we have coffee at a cafe? um,
Can I have the coffee or not?
and
He's
she
like
says,
shrugging.
and she shrugs, and she says, yes, Mr. Collins, we do have coffee. What kind of coffee may I offer you? Black,
Like
flavored, Ethiopian? She just starts naming all these coffee.
just, just give me some coffee, kid. He's like got his hands on his face. It's just like, I'll take black. I'll take black. Just give me some coffee, please.
Okay.
He's like,
I didn't want to assume, you know. All right. Anything else to drink for anyone? Meanwhile, before I make breakfast.
I think I'd like some coffee too.
Okay.
Some water.
Water. All right. And she looks around, and Henry's like, "I'll take coffee as well." And Tressa, may I have some tea, please? What kind of tea? You don't happen to have jasmine tea? And she says, "Yes, we have jasmine green, jasmine pearl, and just jasmine." Says Tressa. And so, with a nod, she heads to the back around a barish area. You guys sit in a nearby, table, like not a booth, because they don't have booths in there, just a bunch of tables spread throughout. And after some time, she comes back with with a thing of drinks here and there. She offers you that, and she says, "All right, what can I get for breakfast then?"
I can't come to Paris and not have my first meal be crepes.
Crabs. All right, I can do that. Oh wait. All right, I can do that. Anything else for anyone else?
Yeah, let me get some sausage, some bacon, eggs, some pancakes. Something good. Yeah, one of those chocolat crepes.
All right, I can do that. What else? What about for you, Mr. Collins?
uh, I'll be alright. Just the coffee will be fine.
Are you sure? Yesterday you were talking about how much you wanted to try some of those frog legs.
Oh, frog legs. We can do that.
He looks at Hiroyuki Joe and just like and just puts his hands up. He just won't say no. He's just like
God damn it.
No, it's been a while since I've had frog legs.
Oh my gosh.
23 years.
No,
So,
frog legs aren't that uncommon in Georgia. It's more of a Louisiana food, but you can find it.
so Tressa asked for a stack of waffles, and Henry asked for the largest fucking meal you have ever fucking heard of for a breakfast individual.
So
Yeah, he's like, all right, let me get an order of hash browns, a deep south with a bit of. He just starts naming all this shit. A breakfast salad. Let me get
I want
over,
12 eggs.
yeah, over
Need a
medium,
whole dozen.
and he's like like all while like about to like turn up like start smoking, like and Tressa, I mean, and Millen looks at him like this motherfucker. Just with like her eyes are just like halfway awake, like with the this nigga's not for real, is he?
Is it like the same face that she's got in the picture, except with a frown?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, and after that, she takes the order, and like the whole entire time, Tressa's looking at her. Her like eyes keep changing, and she's looking over her shoulder at him with like a large open eye expression, like motherfucker, you gonna keep ordering more food? Like chill, right?
I want a steak. T-bone.
I want a breakfast steak. All right, so what's up happening? She goes and she agrees to that, and she heads back in there. You have your coffee and you have all your stuff. So, what do you guys do here?
What we do here is
Exchange.
Henry smoking, by the way?
Uh, he's about to.
He's about to. Do I have like the feeling like this may be a non-smoke free zone?
No.
I kept your lighter with me.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, okay. Do I have my lighter on me?
Yep. Every
when
turn is fine.
intending? Okay. So I pull out my lighter, and I pull out a cigarette, and I'm gonna have cigarettes, coffees, and crepes. The French trifecta.
All right.
Dude, it's log factory.
Though my
Yeah,
coffee's Americano, so
Your coffee's Americano. Get the shit out of here. Okay.
water and espresso, bro.
Okay. So oh my bad. You guys don't talk about anything at all.
I'm enjoying my meal.
Okay. No, like literally the meal hasn't come yet. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
oh,
So, how was your dreams?
Fucking frightening.
That's a question.
Glad I'm not the only one.
eye opener.
What you mean?
I rather not discuss it. He kind of gulps and he starts looking down at his hands.
Well then. Does anyone wish to share their dream?
I had a dream of fire. I'm starting to think that fire might be a theme for me, as far as my past is concerned.
Mine was just a lot of weird stuff.
And as you're talking, uh, you guys, sorry,
What about you, Henry?
Hen-
Yeah, agree.
Henry looks at you and he's he looks at you and says, I don't remember anything. I just remember laying down. It was pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were put to sleep.
And he looks at you. He's, don't assume too much about that. And it turns out it's like, he just went to sleep. Um,
You literally hear that.
um, So,
And you, Tessa?
oh, just a same deal. Just instead, I couldn't go to sleep. But I do remember hearing this beautiful song. I don't know. It was stuck in my head. That's all I can really say. Actually, I remember hearing a lot of beautiful notes. But that's really all I can say. But actually, it was more along the lines of like a melody that everything. Oh, forget it. Ah, you? Oh wait, you just told me. My bad. And as like you guys are speaking, and she like says that you hear the door opened um to the cafe, and from it comes John wearing the same jacket and clothing from last night, but he has a pair of Ray Bans on him, and it's covering his face, and he's already had the cigarette in his hand, and he pulls up a chair, and he has the morning paper on you, um, on him, sorry, on you, and then he pulls up a chair and turns it around, and sits down, and he says, "Morning, gents." Like his voice seems oddly like affirmative kind of deal, not the same from last night. And he says, "Do you sleep? Did you sleep well?" As he like turns his head to look in all of you.
Mm.
About as well as I could have.
Hmm. What about you, there,
Yeah.
sir, Mr. Harajuki, Mr. Joe?
Uh, I had an interesting dream.
Are we getting blankets anytime soon?
I mean, you have blankets in your room, my bad.
Oh.
Yeah, you just had a bed, but nothing crazy.
Oh, okay.
But he said he looks at you, and then he says he slices the paper down, and he has some words highlighted.
What do they say?
Take,
Mm. And he says, as you look at it, he's gonna hand it to you first, Jeff.
okay. He he takes it up, takes a look.
Okay, and
Was
it says, uh, 17 girl uh, were bodies were found in a nearby nightclub's basement, and then it says, like as you read in caption, dismembered and bloodied.
as he looks at this, his eyes go wide and his hands shake as the paper drops out of his hands. His hand clenches into a fist, and he says in between clenched words, "What is this?"
He looks like, did you guys pass it around? And he extends his
I'll
hands.
like grab it after Jeff like drops it. You know, just kind of like pull it over and take a look.
Yeah, same deal. And you like as you open it, like it's like folded. So as you open it up, they show you like the weird sight of it, kind of deal, like a really grainy picture of what it looks like inside of it.
Hmm.
Mhm. Same wording and everything.
Yeah. So what was going on before I pulled it aside?
Nothing. He's just like as he was asked as Jeffrey was asking him that he says, he outstretched his hand and said, "Short around."
He I'll hand it to Joe. So
Do you react to it or anything?
he kind of says, "So what does this got to do with us?"
Okay, Joe, as you're reading it, John says, "Everything, everything has to do with us." suddenly, what do you know about situations where people start going missing? Do you believe the people who capture these people to be of normal morality, sanity?
Sounds like a serial killer to me.
17. 17 girls. Nightclubs, the best kind of setting for these things to happen, huh?
Yeah, unless the nightclub was closed and these girls were there for some unknown reason, I don't really see how that many people could go missing that easily.
It's Monday. Yesterday the clubs were closed.
Then what were they doing there?
That's where I
That's the
intend to find
question.
out. That is what has been tasked to me. Joe, what do you say when you see this?
I don't say anything. I don't understand what's the point.
And then Tressa finally is like, "What's going on?" And Henry and her look over at each other, and she like puts a hand over her mouth, and she's like, she looks at her with like horror. Oh shit! Oh shit! 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 Okay, who else bad? Ah, damn it! Fuck. All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Better?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay, so she looks like, and she says, "Well, normally serial killers, right? Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously.
What if I were to tell you that this serial killer? What if I were to tell you that these girls willingly did this,
What, like they were
Really?
part of a cult or something?
and something of the like?
I'd ask why.
I can't give you an answer 100%, but this morning when I woke up and did my morning rituals, got the paper, and I went to go see where this place was at. It's not too far off from here. And I know you are just waking back into the material world, but I'm sure you had quite the experience sleeping last night. Dreams were kind of all out of whack, correct?
I guess you could say that.
Unable to sleep, not just because of where you were at, but just because your mind was traversing through times forgotten or perhaps to come.
Yeah.
That is good. That means the ley lines are working. Notice working its magic on you. But let's just say, for instance, that I know you do not quite comprehend everything, but let's just say magic had a smell or a feeling to it. I'm pretty sure you felt something when you were back at your home, correct?
Back in my
Yeah.
Good.
Maybe.
And he says, "Well, I made my way to this place, and when I got there, not only was the smell of blood so permanent there, but something foul, chaotic, something that was trying to eat at the land itself. It was trying to tear its way in through. Let's just say, trying to tear its way into this place. Let's just say that if you've ever smelled a burning body, imagine that smell 50 times fold, and not only just hurting you, but hurting the inner being of who you are, your soul."
Mm.
I know, existential shit. And he takes off his glasses, and you see that his eyes are like blue, but at the very where like the light is coming in. Normally it's like a white reflection, right? It's like it's red, like a red reflection on his eyes.
Whoa.
And he says,
He's looking at fire.
"Yeah, And he looks at you. So you ask me why? Why is this important to you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No. He then turns around the chair, and then Maylin comes forth, and she brings a thing of coffee, and she says, "So how did it go this morning? I'm regaling here our guest of said situation. Unfortunately, it's exactly what I feared it was going to be." And so he turns his attention back. She hands him a can of coffee, and she brings some of you guys' food, all the plates of sausage and the crepes for the most part. Um, and she says, "You see, you carry a bit of this resonance, this smell throughout, and it will not be safe until we get rid of whatever this is." Which I unfortunately am starting to believe it's something I was hoping we have gotten rid of years ago. But you will not be safe, and you will be hunted down. I don't know if you know anything about the Telarium, about creatures which are so foul they are here only to just simply destroy. And Nayland cuts in, a Nafandi, huh? And he nods his head. Not just a Nafandi, though. A vampiric Nafandi. A rogue.
Hold on. We got a vampire Nosferatu. Is what you're saying?
No. If it was simply a Nosferatu, it would have been easy to find and exile. Well, easy to say is not exactly the kindest and easiest way to say it, but far easier to deal with than what we're about to come up against.
So what did you call it? Nafandi?
Yes, an Afandi.
So are we supposed to fight it or are we supposed to run from it?
Well, you were attached to me, and I'm here to protect you. But along the lines, if we do not take care of this, the problem will only grow. So our job here is to eradicate whatever being is traversing throughout my city, and you will accompany me in doing so.
Hmm.
And he looks at anybody who possibly has any objections to what he's saying. And if you don't want to help, you're without my protection, and your safety will not be of my concern.
So are we gonna have one of those situations where you got like a gun rack out back and just go hunting for it?
You sure do take things lightly, sir.
I was thinking the same thing about you.
No, really. Does the look on my face really exemplify that right now?
No, but the way that you're describing that we're just gonna go ahead and start hunting the thing on our first day out here.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you definitely are. But not today. I wish to impart to you what is lying out here, lurking within the cities. So traveling by yourself is by the utmost barred. You are to report to me where you are at all times. And he, from his pocket, pulls out what seems to be like a stack of money, all in hundreds. And he throws it at you all. Oh, he doesn't throw, he slides it. Hmm?
He chucks that shit.
Nah. It's like balled up. It's 1,300 in each. This is your money. Allowance for the next month. Make use of it.
Where are we gonna make use of it?
Buy whatever provisions you have. Cell phones, furnishings, whatever you need.
But we're not supposed to leave, are we?
Yes, you're allowed to leave, but not to travel alone.
And how do we report to you where we're at?
Buy the goddamn cell phone. And he looks at you. Oh boy. And what? Anybody else chime in? Meanwhile,
Mm. He kind of shakes his head and he's saying, like, how are we going to get past? Like, shouldn't we let authorities handle this? How are we gonna get past them? We don't have any jurisdiction.
We do need IDs.
He laughs, and Maylin sort of cuts in, and she puts a hand on his shoulder, and she says like some words in a language that doesn't sound familiar to any of you, and like he like regains his borderline insanity, and she speaks. "Ah, that would not be unnecessary, but understand one thing: this creature's this thing is a lot more cunning. To simply go through bureaucracy, jurisdiction, it doesn't matter. It'll find its way around everything. This thing forced these girls to commit an atrocity unto themselves for reasons unbeknownst to us. What John is trying to say is that he wishes you to perhaps tap into that power you once had. And I know it's not something that you can do. We both know it's not something you can do easily. So we've asked the Chantry for perhaps a bit of help in this matter to train you back up.
By throwing us in the deep end.
And she sits down, like pulls up her chair, and she looks at you with like sincere eyes, like deep into you, and she says, "You were always in the deep end. You just thought you were in the shallows."
Hmm. None of this makes sense. But if you're going to throw us into something that I don't understand, I guess I don't have much of a choice. Is that correct?
In time, understand this. She looks and she brings her. When she came back out, she brought the rest of the food, and she says to you, "None of this will make sense. In due time, it will. But I'm asking you, I'm asking you to not only do this blindly. I know John said he wouldn't protect you, but that's only to strong arm you. But I'm hoping that you do this to more along the lines of trust."
Hmm. Well, I got a question for you. What's the gun laws like here in France?
You have to have a license. It is like you can carry concealed weapons here and there.
So it's not going to be easy for me to just go in with a wad of cash and buy one, is it?
Are you trying to get a license? And she looks at Jeffrey when she says that. Like she's talking to you, but she's talking to Jeffrey.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it, ain't I?
Yeah, what are we going to beat this vampire with our fists?
I guess that's what they mean by the dark end.
Wait, repeat that again. I didn't hear the last. That's what you mean by the what?
Darkened.
By the deep end or dark end.
Okay, gotcha. And she says, "No, you will not need it. Gun magic. I mean, guns alone won't be able to destroy this thing."
Really?
So, we have to figure out how to beat this thing with our bare hands and this so-called magic. This is one hell of a vacation.
Mr. Jeffrey. And she says to you again with that sincere smile, "Joe, were you saying something?"
Yeah.
Okay, because I barely hear you, but go ahead.
I said this is a vacation.
To me, it was.
Uh,
"Do you still want it to be?" Says Joe. I mean, says John.
This sounds like a plan to me. I mean, here you are telling me. Oh, here you are telling me I don't have much of a choice, and I gotta figure out a way to defeat a supernatural creature that you only hear in the movies.
And that is the awesome part about it. We get to see what you're actually capable of. As we. No, no, he doesn't say that. Just, it's only a matter. It'll be, we'll spend the next couple of days planning and doing our research and looking around for clues as to where or who or what this thing is. And perhaps in due time we'll be able to eke out a bit of magic from you so that we can bring this thing low.
Hmm. Okay. Well, that sounds like a little bit more of a better idea than just going right in. That's what I thought you were saying.
No, no. I'm not that much of an asshole. What do you think? And she looks and she nods her head. No. But I'm saying this creature is not just something to be easily taken lightly. It's something that we must work our way around, plan, attack, but be forewarned. And he looks at you all. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. There will be bloodshed. And Tressa is like the whole time with her eyes like, excuse me, I know you wish to handle this matter properly, but I, I I'm not like these fine gentlemen here. I I can't do anything of the sort. I'm not trained in any sort of uh, martial arts or anything of that nature. At least she points at you, Anthony. At least he looks like he can run. I can't do anything.
Listen, I ain't no Jackie Chan either, but apparently we need to figure out how to pick up a stick.
It's like I've never even, at least as far as I know, I don't think I've ever held a gun.
As far as I know, the only thing I've ever held is a matchbox.
He looks about, and he looks at you, Jeffrey, John. He does. Mr. Collins, do you smoke?
I don't remember.
Would you like to have some?
Sure, I don't think I'm gonna need it. I might as well try.
Hmm.
If I'm going to my death.
He says, "Well, how about you and I have a word in private? You seem as though you, at least from what I've understood, you and Mr. Joe here. Would you mind?"
Hmm, sure.
And so he gets up, and he leads you to the back of the bakery, and he goes into where the um, racks and all the dough is around, and he pulls out a different kind of box that he gave to Anthony or Henry, and he pulls it out loud, and he says, "Huh?" He pulls it on, hands it one. Do you?
Takes a cigarette.
What about you? Was it Joe?
If we're talking to Kirk, he's gone.
Oh,
Yeah, he's gone. He had to go
He'd been
pick up his...
saying he'd been saying he was
oh,
leaving to go.
oh shit! Oops. I just noticed it because like all the pictures came back. Oh god. All right, cool. And so, as you do, he lights it out for you with his lighter, and the
Mhm.
moment your lips inhale the first draw of this cigarette. Next time on Mage the Ascension.
Uh,